Students, good morning. Okay. Now today we will continue the periodic classification only. In the last class what we discussed is identification of group number and period number by using atomic numbers. Is it okay? Now today's topic is, we will continue the periodic. What is required in periodic? Just listen me. Students, see this. Students, here see identification of group number and period number by using outer configurations. I given the outer configuration of 4 different elements. Now we'll identify the group number and period number. Can you do? Can you identify the group number and period number of these 4 elements? Try, because in the last class I explained for 2 elements. These are valence shell configurations. Means outer configuration I given. You try to identify to which group and to which period this element belongs. That's what. This 4s to 4p5 belongs to which group and which period. That's what I am asking. Okay, na? Is the board is visible? Yeah. Do it. I will give 5 minutes time to you all. You identify the group number and period number of these 4 elements. After that I will discuss. Students, can anyone tell the group number and period number of that 4s to 4p5 configuration?
4th group, 7A group. 4th period, 7A group.
That's right, Banu. That's right. The outer shell is nothing but the period number. Students, remember one thing. Whatever the outer shell is period number. So, because it is 4s to 4p5, its period number is 4. That's what. Outer shell is 4. So, its period number is 4. Is it okay? Students, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell the group number?
7.
Because there are 7 valency electrons, it's group 17 and this element is halogens. Is it okay? Now, from second onwards, you write what group, what period and what is that element also. What is that? I don't want the name, I don't want the symbol, to which group it belongs. Means alkali metala, alkaline earth metala, chalcogenna, nicogenna, halogenna, boron family, carbon family. Right? All those points for the remaining 3 configurations. The outer configuration is given as 5s to 5p1. Can anyone tell the period number?
5, fifth period.
Yes. Period 5. Can anyone tell the group number?
Third group, third group, third B.
Oxidation.
Third, better third A or column 13. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell to which group means name of that?
Boron family.
Excellent. Arshini, it's a boron family. Any doubt in this, students? We written for 2. See the 2 configurations and the something about the 2 group number, period number, and the name of that specific. We completed first 2 4:4 P5 and 5:5 P1. Any doubt in these 2? Any doubt in these 2, students? Then continue the third and fourth one. First you write the third one, and after that we will discuss the you can write the fourth. Write about third.
Completed, sir.
Which group, which period it is? 6s to 6 PC.
Sixth period.
Yeah, this is sixth period. Can anyone tell the group?
18th group.
18th group.
Noble gases, sir.
It is a noble.
Noble gas, sir, and
Noble
gas.
gas. Noble gas.
Good students. It's a noble gas. Then complete the last one.
18th group.
Simply I given 7s2.
7th period, sir.
Excellent.
7th period.
And
Second group.
This
Alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals.
alkaline earth metals, sir. Second group.
second group.
Alkaline.
Group 2A. Name is alkaline earth metals. Good
Seventh
students.
Second group. Alkaline earth metals.
Just I'll give 3 minutes time to you all just to go through these 4. If any doubt is there, you can ask. If any doubt is there in these 4, you can ask, students. Go through all the 4. This is the identification of group number and period number by using an outer electronic configuration. In the last class we discussed how to identify the group number and period number by using atomic number. Here this is another way. This is by using outer electronic configuration of an element. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
See, students, look at on the board, don't write anything. That thing is, valency shell configurations I want. Valency shell means outer shell configuration only I want. I given 4 here. One is alkali metals, second one is alkaline earth metals, third one is boron family, fourth one is carbon family. What I want is, what is the outer general electronic configuration? Outer configuration of that particular group. That's what is called as general electronic configuration of various groups. General outer configurations. Can you try for these 4? Students, can you try? Is my voice is audible or not?
No, sir.
Then I'll give first you you write outer configuration of alkali metals and you tell if it is correct, okay, you can continue. Otherwise, I will explain for that alkali metals. After that, you should be in a position to write the configurations of the remaining.
Sir, first group metals, sir.
Hmm?
First group metals like sodium, potassium.
Someone who is that the voice is not audible. Someone told, is my voice is audible or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is not from my problem, student. Please check your internet and your device. That is the problem with your mobile only, your network only. Okay, right. Anyone? Please, any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Can I explain first one or no need?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just listen me, students. I given alkali metals. Can anyone tell what is the group number of alkali metal?
First.
Yeah, you all know that it is first group. Correct, students. Then what that group number indicates? What that group number indicates?
First group.
So in all the cases, in all the elements of 1A group, there is one electron only, na? Is it okay? Right. Right. Listen me. Can you tell a first element in the alkali metal?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen, leave it here. Hydrogen is the
One.
lithium. Okay. What is the atomic number of lithium?
Yes, sir.
3.
3. Can anyone tell the electronic configuration of lithium?
2s1.
Excellent. Wait. Students,
And lithium.
please mute. Students, please mute your mobiles here. Can anyone tell the second element of alkali metal? Sodium. Atomic number?
11, sir.
Just look at on the board. Don't write anything. First concentrate on the board. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6.
3s1.
Then see, the
Sodium.
valence shell configuration of lithium is 2s1, sodium is 3s1. Then can you generalize what is the outer electronic configuration of alkali metals?
1, sir.
Is that one in which orbital everything you should? I'm not asking how many electrons in the valence shell. I am asking what is the outer electronic configuration of alkali metals. That's right. It's NS1. It's NS1 only, na?
Yes, sir.
Can you write like that for the remaining? Wait. I'll wait, students. I'll give 3 minutes time or 5 minutes time to you all. You write the valence shell configurations. After that, we'll discuss. Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Students, can anyone tell what is the outer electronic configuration? NH2 is right. Any doubt in this?
No.
If you can write the outer configuration of the first element in that particular group, you can generalize that. That is the only thing. Can anyone tell for boron family?
NS3.
NS2 NP1.
It's not NP1, students. You should tell all the subshells in the outer shell. It is NH2 NP1. Is it okay? Right, boron. If you want, you write the configuration of boron here. Boron is at atomic number 5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. So outer shell is not outer shell, not outer subshell. You should write all subshells in the valency shell. So it's not NP1, it is NH2 NP1. Is it okay? Students,
Sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
then can anyone tell for carbon?
NS2 and P2.
NH2 and
Ex-
NH2
ex-
and
Excellent, yeah. See these four. Any doubt you can ask. I'll give just 1 minute time or 2 minutes time to you all. If you have any doubt in writing the outer configurations of these groups, you can ask freely. Otherwise, we'll go to the next slide. Can I go to next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I given 4 more. I want the valency shell configuration of nitrogen family, oxygen family, halogen family and noble gases. Is it okay? I'll give 4 minutes time to you all. You write the configurations of valency shell configurations of these 4 groups. After that, I'll write those on the board. You can verify. Right.
we will try, sir.
Is it okay, students, or you want some more time? Students, students, is my voice is audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You want some more time or?
No need, sir.
Okay, students.
NP4, NH2, NP4. NH2, NP5.
Okay.
NH2, NP6.
What is nitrogen family? General electronic configuration. Can anyone?
NH2 NP3.
Very nice. You can ask if any doubt is there, students. Don't hesitate to clarify your doubt because we are here to clarify your doubts only. So you can freely ask any doubt and you can clarify your doubt. Then oxygen family.
NH2 NP4.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. Any doubt in these 4 students?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, very good, yeah. Now,
1 minute.
see, I'll go to the this only. The next side heading is, this is very important, students, right? Classification of elements into different blocks. This is classification of elements into different blocks. The total elements in the long form of periodic table divided into different blocks. Now we will discuss how many blocks are there, which block contains how many groups, what is the base, first what is the basis for the classification, means how can we divide that into different blocks, that's what. Can anyone tell which block element is sodium?
Sir, S block, sir.
First block, sir.
Yes, sir.
Jaya, how can we say that it is S block?
First group and second belongs to S block, sir.
Ramakrishna, because you know that sodium atomic number, and then you all know that it is first group, and then you told that it is S block. I am asking on what basis the elements are divided into different blocks. That's what. No.
Electronic configuration.
Clearly you should tell.
Valence.
No. Okay.
Sir,
No.
according to this schedule.
No.
Valence.
No, sir.
It's not. Students, Banu Prakash, please mute your mobile. Students, all of you mute your mobiles. So it's 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Is it not?
Yes, sir. Valence.
This is what is called as the last entering electron in sodium. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is also called as differentiating electron. Because the previous element of sodium is neon. Neon and sodium differ in that electron only, na?
Yes, sir.
So, based on the differentiating electron, elements are divided into 4 blocks. First write that point. First write this heading, classification of elements in different blocks. Right. Based on the differentiating electron, elements are divided into 4 different blocks. Elements are divided into 4 different blocks. That is, right, SPDF blocks. Students, write all small letters only. SPDF blocks. Now, we will discuss in detail about SPDF blocks. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
First one. I want to write something about S block. Can anyone tell in these elements differentiating electron enter into which orbital?
Outermost orbital.
I am asking which orbital means S orbital or P orbital or D orbital or F orbital.
Yes, orbital.
So, listen carefully, students. If the differentiating electron enter into S orbital in any element, that should belong to S block. Am I right? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Right, point number 1. Write in S block. In all these elements, differentiating electron enter into S orbital. Differentiating electron enters into S orbital. Okay, na? In all these elements, differentiating electron enters into S orbital. Is it okay, students? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell how many columns, how many groups are present in S block?
Sir, 2 groups.
Why? How? Sivaram Krishna, you told that it is 2 groups. How can we say that it accommodates only 2 groups?
Because those are only reactive metals.
Hey, listen me, try to answer.
Sir, can I?
Gautam, please, anyone, Anyone?
S orbital can hold only 2 electrons.
Then how many electrons can a p orbital hold?
6, sir.
Hey, p orbital I am asking.
2.
Then 2. D orbital accommodates how many?
Yes.
Then how can we say that because s orbital accommodates 2, s block contains 2 groups. So there should be 2 groups in p block and there should be 2 groups in d block now. So there is small mistake in that what you told, Gautam. Can you tell one more time why, what my question, why s block contains only 2 groups? Gautam.
Because in S orbital it can hold only 2 electrons.
Same repeatedly you are telling that. All orbitals can,
Sir,
all are,
while writing electronic configuration, we will write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6.
wait, Gautam,
sir.
wait,
Here.
Gautam, wait. Any more answer? Gautam told that s orbital accommodates 2 electrons, that is why s block contains 2 groups. Any other answer?
Subshell is.
Yeah, that's right, Jaya. Because S subshell accommodates 2 electrons. Because S subshell accommodates 2 electrons, S block contains only 2 groups. Gautam, is it clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right, point number 2. Because S subshell accommodates 2 electrons, because S subshell accommodates only 2 electrons, so S block contains only 2 groups. Because S subshell accommodates only 2 electrons, S subshell accommodates students accommodates 2 electrons, so S block contains only 2 groups. Can anyone tell what are the 2 groups in S block?
Alkali metals, alkaline earth metals.
Column 1 and column 2.
That is 1A and 2A groups. That is 1A and 2A groups. So, see this periodic chart, students. Which 2 groups comes under S block here? These 2 groups comes under S block. This is S, these are S block elements. Okay, na? Column 1, column 2 is S block elements. Is it okay? Then, what is the name of 1A group elements?
Alkali metals,
What is the name of 2A group elements?
alkaline earth metals.
Write that point, next point in that S block. 1A group is alkali metals. 1A group is alkali metals. Two A group is alkaline earth. One A group is alkali metals. 2A group is alkaline earth metals. Okay, na? Now, so what it indicates, all S block elements are active metals. Write this point. All S block elements are active metals. All S block elements are active metals. Okay. Now we'll add 2 more points also, students. Listen carefully. How these elements enter into chemical reactions? How S block elements enter into chemical reactions? That's what I am asking. Very nice. Because they are electropositive, because all those are metals, and we all know that metal enter into reactions by losing electrons. So all S block elements enter into chemical reactions by losing electrons. Is it okay? Write that point. Write that point. Next point. All these elements enter into chemical reactions. All these elements enter into chemical reactions by losing electrons. All these elements enter into chemical reactions by losing electrons. Can anyone tell what is meant by loss of electron? Is that an oxidation or reduction?
No, oxidation.
Loss.
Oxidation,
Listen.
sir.
Yeah. Listen me students. Loss of electron is oxidation, gaining of electron is reduction. So all S block elements loses electrons. So all S block elements undergo oxidation. Write that point. These elements, next point. Loss of electron is oxidation. Loss of electron is oxidation. So all these elements undergo oxidation. All these elements undergo oxidation. Students, look at on the board. Oxidation is nothing but loss of electron. Is it not? Why S block elements undergo oxidation? Because they enter into reactions by losing electron. And the element which using agent. Students, Abhishek, can you please mute your mobile? Right. See, the element which undergo oxidation is called as a reducing agent. So S block elements are very good reducing agents. Is it okay now? Write that point. So these elements undergo oxidation. Therefore, all these elements are very good reducing agents. Therefore, yeah, definitely. These elements undergo oxidation. So, all these elements are very good reducing agents. Write that point. All these elements are very good reducing agents. Is it okay? So, listen me students, from the beginning, I think we written 6 points. First point, in all these elements a differentiating electron enter into s orbital. Second point, S sub shell accommodates 2 electrons, so S block contains only 2 groups, that is group 1A and group 2A, that is alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. All these elements are active metals. They enter into chemical reactions by losing electrons. Loss of electron is called as oxidation. So all these elements undergo oxidation, and these elements are called as reducing agents. Is it okay, students?
Okay, sir.
Now last point, can anyone tell what is the general configuration of S block elements?
NS1, NS2, sir. NS1, NS2.
I am asking, wait students, I am asking general outer electronic configuration of both. Yeah, that's right. That's right, yaar. NS122 nothing but NS1 is S block, NS2 is S block. So we can write the general outer configuration of S block elements is NS1 to 2. Is it okay? So write this point. General outer electronic configuration is NS1 to 2.
Yes, sir.
General outer electronic configuration of S block elements is NS1 to 2. Is it okay, students? So we discussed nearly 7 to 8 points in S block. Just I will give 3 minutes time to you all students. You just go through all the points discussed in S block. If any doubt you can ask. Afterwards we will go to the P block. Read fast, mute your mobiles, read each and every point given in the notes. If any doubt is there, you can ask your doubt. Read fast. Students, is it okay? Is the board is visible or not? See that I given that total long form of periodic table in different colors. See, Sai Kumar, can you please mute your mobile? See these two groups. See these two groups are S block in the long form. Is it okay?
Okay.
Gautam?
Okay, sir.
That is the thing here. Okay, and with whom you are talking?
Okay, sir.
You should know
13
how
to
to
18.
talk. Right.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Right. So nothing. You should know how to talk with your teachers or with your parents or with your elders. Say always okay, sir. Very nice. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Right. Can I go to P block?
Yes, sir.
Just see the periodic table, students. Don't write anything. Just concentrate on the board. Which part of this long form is P block? Can anyone tell? Which part of this
13 to 18.
this are
3 to 12.
Hey, 3 to 12 is not a P block. 13 to 18, that's right, yaar. This 13 to 18 groups are P block. This entire is P block. Okay, na? Students, can I continue?
Continue, sir.
Yeah. What you written in the S block, see the first point, based on that, can you tell what is the first point in P block? See what you written in the first, what you written in first point in the S block, can in, hey, what I am asking and what you are telling her, just you
In
try
P
to
block,
understand.
in P block, all these elements differentiation of electron enters into P orbital.
Excellent, Gautam. Write that point. In all these elements, differentiating electron enter into P orbital. In all these elements, differentiating electron enter into P orbital. Can I continue?
Continue, sir.
Can anyone tell how many, don't write. Can anyone tell how many groups are present in P block?
Because the subshell can
6
accommodate
groups.
6 shells.
Why P block contains 6 groups? Can anyone?
Because the subshell can hold 6 electrons.
Which subshell? Which subshell?
P subshell accommodates 6 electrons only.
Right. Write that point, yeah.
Yes, sir.
P subshell accommodates 6 electrons. P subshell accommodates 6 electrons. So P block contains 6 groups. P subshell accommodates 6 electrons. So P block contains 6 groups. Can anyone tell what are the group from which number to which number is P block?
13 to 18.
13 to 18.
Write that. This is group 13 to 18. P block contains group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is 13 to 18. This part of the long form of periodic table is P block. See students, see this long form of periodic table. The first pink part, mute lo pettandi akkada evarno. The first pink part is S block and this is P block. This entire is P block. Is it okay? Students.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
And what is in S block? What we discussed? All S block elements are active metals. Then can you generalize what type of elements are in P block?
All P block elements are non-metals and noble gases.
I am asking simply because you don't know, because of course you may know, I don't know what is electronegativity. So don't use the word electronegativity. I am asking, wait, who is that? Satvika. I am asking simply, are they metals or are they non-metals or are they metalloids? All P block elements are non-metals?
No, sir.
All P block elements, listen me my point students, only more than one option questions decides the advanced seat. So you should know, you should be conceptually strong. Is all P block elements are non-metals? Then what type of elements are present in P block? Are they metals, are they non-metals, or are they metalloids? P block contains non-metals, metals and metalloids. All three types of elements are present in P block. One thing, listen me students. All P block elements are not non-metals. All non-metals are present in P block. Forget about the hydrogen. Hydrogen position is still uncertain. See, you should know the difference between these 2 points. See, all P block elements are not non-metals. All non-metals present in P block. Okay, now? Right. P block contains metals, non-metals and metalloids. Write these 3 points. Write this point. P block contains metals, non-metals and metalloids. Is it okay? Can I continue?
Continue, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
What we written in S block, all S block elements enter into reactions by losing. Then how P block elements enter into reactions?
By gaining, sir.
Only by gaining?
By sharing also.
by gain మరి if it is a metal, if there is a metal,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. It loses. Metal loses. Non-metal gains.
some element shares. Is it
Yes.
okay?
Yes, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
what it means, p block elements enter into chemical reactions either by gaining or by losing or by sharing electrons. Write that
Yes,
point.
sir.
These elements enter into chemical reactions. These elements enter into chemical reactions either by gaining or by losing or by sharing electrons. Or by losing or by gaining or by sharing electrons. And last point, can anyone tell what is the general configuration of p block elements? General configurations are important here. What general electronic configuration of
NS2, NP32, NS2, NP6.
one more time please. Who is that? Jaya, you want to tell something?
NS2 NP1 to NS2 NP6.
Excellent, yaar. So can I write that as NH2 NP 1 to 6?
Yes, sir.
That's what. Right. General outer electronic configuration is NH2 NP1 to 6. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So students, today we discussed the different outer configurations of different groups and how to classify the elements into different blocks. In that only 2 blocks we completed today. Tomorrow I will continue and we will complete D and F blocks. Students, by tomorrow morning by 8:30 we will meet. Take rest for 10 to 15 minutes and after that your physics sir will come and start the class. Bye students.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.